Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you well.
Nice to hear you. How are you?
Nice to hear you. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, and how was your day so far? What did you do today?
Today I'm headed, so I don't do anything.
Okay, relax. Did you relax a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me what are you going to do tomorrow? Do you have any plans for tomorrow?
No, I don't have any plan.
Okay, and how about summer vacation? Are you going to have a summer vacation?
No.
No,
Yes. My friend organized one party in the sea. In
Okay,
the
there
sea.
in the
But I
sea.
don't know if I can go or not.
Okay, very nice. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, so we have here a really nice lesson. Okay, we will continue where we stopped on our previous lesson. Just one moment. Okay, I just want to check something. Okay, and and I want to ask you. Okay, so how was your weekend? What did you do on the weekend? On the weekend, how was your weekend?
The weekend we do a party. We did a party with some friends.
Very nice. Okay, so we will share the screen. There you go. Can you see my screen?
Okay, I see.
Okay, very nice. Now we have here, we will continue from here. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, can you listen to experts and presenting an inventory management system to the managers of a large retail store? They then says which of statements are true or false. Okay, now can you please read the sentence number 1?
The inventory system is called CPR.
So what do you think? Is this true or false? What do you think?
The inventory system is called CPR. Sorry, where we check to know.
Just one moment, I want to see it, but I don't know why we cannot listen, but okay, we can skip this. Now, okay, so I don't know why I cannot put sound, I cannot put video. Okay, so we will start with passive voice. Okay, now let's see. Okay, can you please read this sentence for me?
We often use passive voice to describe
Passive voice.
passive voice. We often use passive voice to describe processes, especially if we are more interested in action itself than in person who does the action. Easy form using the verb to be and the past participle third form of the verb. We use by at the end of sentence to say who or what the action. The goods are delivered to a depot.
Delivered.
Are delivered. The order is generated by the computer.
Generated. Okay, generated. Is generated. Okay.
Is generated.
Okay, so we need. Okay, so we have here deliver. Deliver. Just one moment. Deliver. Okay, we need to plus add the ed. We need to say delivered. Delivered. Okay, something is delivered. Yes. We need to say in the past. Okay, so it's important. it's important to say in the past. When we are doing this, it's important to say in the past. Okay, like this, the goods are delivered. Okay, so we have more than one, and we need to use are, and because here we have one order. The order is generated by the computer. So those are examples how we can say. Okay, so now how can you try to make a sentence using passive voice? Can you try to use passive voice and make a sentence?
The orders are confirmed by the customer.
The orders are confirmed. Yes. Okay, so when you have, for example, one thing, okay, so this is really important here. When you're saying about one thing, okay, you will use is, and when you have more than one, you will use are. Okay, so this is important to remember. Are. Okay, you have is and are. Okay, so put the process described in the presentation about CRP in the correct order. Okay, so we have here correct order. Okay, so what do you think? What is number one? Okay, just one moment. Okay, so what we have here, these statements. Okay, so we need to decide which statement goes first.
Orders are generated by F sales information is transferred to CRP computer.
Okay, so the first one is F. Okay, number two.
Orders are processes.
Are processed. Okay, orders are processed. Okay, so this is E. Okay, now 2 is E. Okay, number 3.
Number 3. Can you move?
Just one moment. Sorry. There we go.
System is activated at the point of sale.
Okay, same system is activated. Okay. Just activated. So it's C. Number 4.
Number 4. Orders are sent to warehouse.
Orders are sent to warehouse. This is D. Okay, next one.
Orders are generated based on data received from cash register.
Okay, and the last one.
Goods are delivered to retail outlet.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. Okay, now I want to ask you, how about in your company? Can you tell me what is happening in your company?
Happening in my company, the first one, the orders are confirmed by customer. And the second step, the orders are processes.
Okay, and for example, okay, what is the first step in your company? What is happening? For example, I know that you are manager of the seafood. So what is, okay, can you tell me the steps? What is happening in your company? How that started? Okay, so we have how this started from your company. Okay, so you have your you for example, when someone orders something, what is happening? Can you please tell me?
So when someone someone order the step, someone like I make confirmation sheet.
Okay.
And after we make the sale contract.
Okay, and after this?
And after this, we decide the label.
Okay, very nice. And after, if someone complains, what is happening when someone complains?
Someone, we will check again the what wrong, where is wrong.
Okay, and how do you fix these mistakes?
Depend on mistake, we will fix.
How? Okay, so how? Give me one example. Can you? Okay, one example. What happened?
For example, if they complain about the product, we will check we will add a quality controller check again the product. If the have mistake order, we change again the processing system.
Okay. Okay, and for example, if you have if someone complains too much, did ever happen, for example, that you finished, that you don't want to have, for example, that you don't want to have it this company, that you don't want to have any more cooperation no more? For example, you started to for example to have a job with one company, and this company complained too much. What do you do when other part complain too much? What do you do?
If other part complain too much, in any way we will show one by one. If they complain too much about the thing that we do right, we will say that this is their problem, not our problem.
Okay, and do you have, for example, I just want to ask you, I don't know, you can teach me a little bit. Okay, so you can teach me about this. Okay, so this is something that is interesting, and this is something that is connected with this topic. Okay, I want to ask you, can you please tell me, okay, for example, when you sign a contract, with some company, okay, do you have some, for example, some little details, for example, in the company that you must deliver certain amount of the food? And after for example, do you have about penalties, for example, okay, that you need to pay, for example, you need to pay, and penalties that they need to pay? So do you have this in your for example, when you sign agreement, do you have?
Yes, we put the penalties. It in the because if the goods are delivered with the low quality, the customer add the one penalty.
And how do you decide what is low quality? Okay, so this is the seafood. I don't know. Can you please tell me, how do you decide that, or how this company decide what is low quality?
For example, the texture is firm. The texture is firm. The meat not sharp, or like this. We had the standard of the quality.
Standards of the quality. And do you have someone who give you, for example, this? Okay, so you have standards of quality. For example, department that gives you, okay, that your, I suppose that your merchandise is okay. So do you have, for example, someone who gives you, okay, you can sell this seafood. Seafood is good. Everything is fine with the seafood. Do you have someone from the government who give you who said that your merchandise is good? Do you have this?
Yes, of course. Yeah, before we deliver the orders to the customer, the government will check. Government will check. Sometimes the outside quality control will check, mean the third party.
Okay, very nice. Now let's have a look. What do we have more here? Now here are some inventory management techniques. Complete the sentence with the passive form of the verbs in brackets. Okay, now okay, let's go with sentence number 1. Can you do the sentence number 1?
A system is with the inventory monitor.
So we need to put in a passive. Okay, system in.
A system in with the inventory is monitored. Planned and managed by the manufacturer on behalf of the customer, often a retailer.
So a system in which the inventory. Do you know what means monitor? Do you know what that means?
Monitor means like the supervise.
Supervise, yes, but monitor often means, for example, when someone look. Okay, so the system. Okay, the system that is looked by the government. Okay, looked by someone. Okay, so you have something that is looked up. Okay, you have, for example, someone who look and check about your stuff. This is usually those are people from the government. Okay, now let's go with number 2.
A system which is similar to CRP. It is used for the It is often used for products that need to be supplied frequently and small batch size.
Okay, very nice. Okay, and how about you? Do you can you please tell me? Okay, I'm going from topic to topic. Okay, so you will teach me something. I don't know. You have experience in that field. Can you please tell me about seafood? Okay, so we have a system. Okay, which is similar to CRP. It's often used for products that need to be supplied frequently and in small batch sizes. Okay, so what system, for example, can you please tell me about your food? What system do you use? What is the system that you use, for example, about seafood? Can you please tell me?
What system? What means what system? I don't understand.
What system do you use? Okay, so what system? Can you please tell me? What system do you use about seafood? Okay, do you have any computer system that can help you? Okay, about your seafood. Okay, when you put data, okay, about your merchandise. Okay, so can you please tell me what system, for example, can you use?
I don't use the system.
Okay, and what is something that you can use? How do you know how much merchandise did you sell it? How can you please tell me? Can you give me?
I use the Excel.
What is that? Can you please tell me? What is that?
I use Excel software to enter data. To entry data. Yes.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is the system that you can use. Okay, now let's go with number 3. Can you please read number 3?
It means that orders are transferred electronically to the manufacturer. Then they are delivered to the retail store.
Are delivered to the retail store. Okay, so okay, yes, when you see, for example, every time when you see that we have orders, we have, for example, here, then they, okay, you will know that you will use are in these sentences. You will use are. Now let's go with number 4. Can you please read number 4?
real-time demand is identified by electronic.
Okay, identified is
Identified.
identified is by
electronic cash register and the product movement.
Is coordinated
Coordinated from supply to retail store.
Okay, from supplier to the retail store. Okay, and number 5,
Products that have similar characteristics regarding selling profile. Are categorized into families.
Categorized, Anna. Categorized.
Categorized.
Okay, so it's important to say. It's important to say in the end this ed. Okay, so this is really important when you say ed in the end. Okay, so this is really important to say when you have ed in the end. Okay, so are categorized. Okay,
are categorized.
Okay, it's important to say in the past tense. For example, it's really important to say some sentence in the past tense. So this is something that is really important to say. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, now match the planning techniques below with the definition in exercise 5. Okay, so we have here, okay, can you please read the first one?
DSD, direct store delivery.
Number 2.
CM, category management.
Okay.
VMI, vendor managed inventory. CRP, continuous replenishment. QR, quick response.
Quick response. Okay, now complete the job advertisement for corporate procurement manager with words from the box. Okay, so we need to put, okay, just one moment. I want to see. Okay, now let's go. We need to put these words from here to here. Okay, now can you please read the sentence number 1?
We are looking for proactive and dynamic professional to take care of our strategies, procurement, and supplier. Fulfillment management.
Okay. Then next one.
Reporting to Director of Corporate Procurement. The successful applicant will be responsible for management.
Will be responsible
for managing both internal and external customer and for working with the appointed. Appointed to the appointed. Negotiation.
Okay, vendors. Okay,
vendors.
So vendors. Okay, next one.
While liaising with the supply chain team. and procurement, supply chain team, procurement, and relay checks take order. You will also be involved in providing business support to optimize finance, logistic, processor, order, relationship, and logistic
costs. Relationship, ship, and logistic costs. Okay, let's continue with other responsibilities.
Other responsibilities include providing initiative to help maximize company business profitability and efficiency.
Profitability.
Profitability and efficiency. The ideal candidate should have a degree in command manager, or logistic management with a deep understanding and knowledge of the China logistic markets. You should have at least 5 years experience in multinational company, and you should possess outstanding negotiation skills.
Negotiation skills.
Based in Macau, excellent 3PL provider of English and Cantonese.
3PL providers. 3PL provider.
Provider and Cantonese with a merge with the Mandarin and advantage. If you are interested in this role, please send your CV in work for Mark 2.
Okay, so can you please tell me something? About your let's say about your company. Okay, so what is something that people need to have, for example, if they want to go on your position? So what skills people need to have?
Wait, sorry, Tiffany.
Okay, so what demands, for example, what is something that your company needs? Okay, so what is something that, for example, your company needs if I want to do your job? Okay, so if I want to apply for your job, but of course I can't because I don't have these qualifications. But what qualifications, for example, someone needs to have if wants to apply for your job?
If you want,
sorry, not for your job. I don't want to say that someone wants to take out your job. So if someone wants to go, for example, to work for another company.
Yes, I understand.
Yes. Okay, I don't want to try to take your job. I just know. I just want to know what qualifications, what I need to know.
If someone want to apply my job, the first skill must have the English skill.
English skills. Okay, that I have. Okay, so what else?
And had a seafood field. I mean, has some experience about seafood field.
Okay, I don't have that. Okay, what else?
And had a negotiation skill to negotiate with the customer.
Okay.
Not and no need a lot. Very easy.
But I don't have this because I don't know how I can develop negotiation skills. What can I do to develop negotiation skills?
Like before, when I don't do the sales job, I do document job. When I speak with the customer, I speak with directly. Mean if I did something, I say, okay, send me to this thing, that thing. But when I do the sales job, I do another way. I say, please, if you have time, please send me this that thing like this. Mean that we nicer, we more polite like this.
Okay. Okay. And what other jobs? Okay, what other jobs can you do with your qualifications? Can you please tell me what other job can you do with your, for example, with your qualifications?
With my qualification, I can do the customer clearance. Custom clearance. Custom clearance. Do the document or custom clearance.
Custom clearance.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, that was really nice and really good to hear. Now, we have here, read the job advertisement again and answer the questions. Okay, so now, can you please read the first one?
What area will the new corporate procurement manager have?
So, what do you think?
I don't understand this question.
What area will the new corporate procurement manager have? Okay, so what area, for example, new this management will had? Okay, so what is something that, okay, we have here director corporate. So we have responsible for internal and external customers, for example, from one country to another country.
Okay. The area the new corporate procurement will responsible for managing both internal and external customer.
Okay, and now let's see, we have what are procurements, okay, what are their responsibilities in this text? What are, for example, if someone wants to apply, so what are some managers' main responsibilities?
Can you move? Involve in providing business support to optimize finance logistic processes and other relationship.
Okay, and we have who will she or he collaborate closely in his or her job?
Who will he cooperate with closely in her job? Her team.
So who will cooperate? Okay, team, but who? Okay, now
Supply chain team.
Supply chain team. Okay, so they will cooperate. Okay, so they will cooperate with him. Okay, very nice. Now let's have a look. Okay, and we have here what qualifications are expected?
5-year experience in multinational company and must have the outstanding negotiation skill.
Negotiation skill. Negotiation skill. Okay, and what kind of experience is required? Can you please tell me what kind of experience is required?
Logistic management, with a deep understanding and knowledge.
Okay, so this, okay, so that is something that, okay, now, can you think of other areas which are important in procurement? Can you please tell me, do you know some other areas?
Can you think of other areas? All the area mean the other field, right?
Yes, other fields, other fields. Do you know some other fields, other areas about this procurement?
Purchasing.
Okay, so now let's see. Okay, and for example, what other job, for example, can you think that you can work? What are some other jobs that you can work on?
I can work the accountant. I can work too.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because I also already work. It's experience about accountant.
Okay,
And
very.
the contract, the responsible for contract.
Okay, very nice. Now, three purchasing managers are discussing strategies for negotiation with supplier. Listen to the discussion and answer the questions. Okay, I don't know why I cannot put this audio. Now, let's have a look. Okay, I want to ask you what kind of relationship, okay, for example, you need to have with supplier if you want to supply something. What kind of relationship you need to have with supplier?
The relation, I would like to have good relationship with the supplier. Mean the stable relationship.
Okay, and why is this important? Why?
Because if they respect me, they like me, they can send the offer and they can send a low with price.
With lower price. Okay, and can you please tell me what would be benefits of such a relationship?
What would be benefits of such a relationship? If we have such a relationship, we can easily deal with them.
Okay.
We have, yes, we can have a good discussion with them.
And what market positions does the company have? Okay, so for example, what market position would you like to be interested in? If you are having, okay, if you want to go on that this kind of positions, so what is something that is about marketing is important for you? What do you think?
What kind of products do they make?
Yes.
What market position do the company have, right?
Yes, exactly.
What market position the company had the?
So what market relationship? Why the market, for example, is important here in these situations? Can you please tell me what is something that is important about these situations?
What market position the company have? Sorry,
For
I
example,
cannot.
if you go to, for example, for example, would you like to work in this marketing? Would you like to try to work in this marketing?
Yes, I would like. to try it to work in market.
Okay, very nice. And why? Can you please tell me why?
Because it's suitable with my qualification.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
I can have the benefits.
Okay, now, okay, and what I want to ask you something different. What kind of products, okay, for example, besides seafood you can sell? What else can you sell besides seafood?
Besides seafood, I can sell agricultural food, etc. Agricultural food, like in the food field.
Okay, very nice. Now that was really nice. Now let's have a look. Okay, what do we have more here? Okay, now matching the beginnings 1 to 6 to the ending sentence from the dialogue. Okay, now we need to match 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, now can you please read number 1? With what would you connect with number 1?
How do you talk on that, Giselle? How do you feel about that?
Okay, yes. So it's C. Next one.
Yes. I think I could.
I think we could. I think
we could say that it their chance to enter pharmaceutical market.
I think we could. Yes. Okay. Next one.
What are your thoughts on that, Giselle?
Giselle. Okay, this is the name. Giselle. Okay, next one.
Yes, and I also suggest telling them lower cost considerably.
Lower cost considerably. Okay. Next one.
In my opinion, it would also be important
to point out
that we interest in establishing a long-term agreement.
And the last one.
What this good idea, and we don't why don't we that's this a good opportunity to associate with a brand like ours.
That this is good opportunity. Brand like ours. Okay, so what are brands that you think that are good? For example, what are brands in Vietnam that do you think that they are good? What brands are good?
Brand like the Vietcombank, Vinamilk, yes.
Okay, and
August, yeah.
Okay, so those are good. Okay, those are good. Okay, and brand and around the world, can you please tell me what brands are good?
Brand good, like the Hyundai, Mercedes, Honda, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, IBM, Acer, yes.
Okay, so those are good brands. Okay, and Now let's see. Okay, so we have asking for options. Okay, now can you please read this text for us?
What do you think? How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts and that do you agree?
So this is asking for options. Okay, so how about you? Do you ask, for example, your colleagues for options about something? Do you ask, for example, your colleagues when you want to work with your colleagues about something that, for example, do you ask your colleagues about some of these questions?
Yes, of course.
And what is something that you usually ask? Can you please tell me what is something?
For example, I can ask them their ideas when we want to answer something to the customer. Ask them what idea is good to answer to the customer.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because I want to hear their ideas.
Okay, very nice. Now that is really nice. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, giving options. Okay, now can you please read this text for me?
I suggest that in my opinion, we should. Perhaps we should. Why don't we? Should.
Okay, we should. We should.
Should. We should.
Should. We should. We should. We should. We should.
We should. We should. We should. We should. We should.
Okay, so we should. Okay, so how do you give your opinions? What do you say when you give your opinions? Can you please tell me?
What is?
How would you give your opinion? Okay, so let's giving opinion. Okay, so
if I want to say opinion, I say in my opinion we should.
Yes, but would you say in my opinion we should? Perhaps we should. Why don't we? For example, so what would you say?
In my opinion we should.
Okay, and why? Why did you choose this answer? Why?
Because I think that it's the clear test to say something.
Okay, it's the best to say something. Okay, very nice. Okay, so we have here agreeing. Okay, can you please read this text for us?
That's a good idea. That sounds good. I agree. That's right.
Okay, so that's a good idea. Okay, so what idea, for example, when you sell seafood, what idea is good for you? What is something that can be good when you sell a seafood? For example, can you give me an example of your ideas? What ideas did you?
That's a good idea.
Yes, but what ideas do you have? For example, when you're selling seafood, for example, what are the good techniques that you have when you want to sell seafood?
When I sell seafood, I often suggest customer support one hand on price. Yes.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me
That's
why?
a good idea because I cannot force the supplier reduce at maximum. They will don't have the benefits. So I ask the customer support 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents from the customer.
Okay, very nice. Now, that was really nice. Now, let's see this. Okay, now we have here this text. Can you please read this text for us?
Dear colleagues, we are currently looking into our area of procurement to see how we can optimize process and save costs. Perhaps you could get back to us with a few suggestions regarding possible improvements in your own department or work environment.
Thanks.
Thanks in advance for your cooperation.
For your cooperation. Okay, very nice. Now, how would you write your email to colleagues? What would you say to your colleagues in your email?
In my email that's right to colleagues, I ask them to work hardly and try to say code for the company.
Okay, so how would you write? Okay, so would you write, dear colleagues, how would you write your email?
Dear my team.
Okay. So what would you write here?
Okay, the recently our company turnover reduced a lot, so please try to work hardly to increase the turnover, and we try to save costs, and we try to work on time before avoid come back earlier.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is something that we can do. Okay, now works with suggest. Okay, now let's see here. Work with the partner and suggest. Okay, now can you please read this text for us?
A Spanish courier company received a quotation for backing labels and consignment notes. Put the word or phrase into correct order to make sentences. The first part have done for you.
Okay, so we have the first part. Okay, so we have here. Okay, now what do we need to do? Okay, can you please read this text for us?
Dear Anna, please find attached.
Find attached. Okay, find attached. Find attached.
Please find attached. For 3 new products. According your request of our.
Okay, so dear Anna, please find
our quotation. Dear Anna, please find attach our quotation for 3 new products according to your request.
According to your request. Okay, very nice. Number 2.
Our price.
Prices. Our
prices are calculated on the basis of your forecast of annual consumption figures.
Consumption figures. Consumption figures.
As requested, Palace 2, we will deliver. As requested, we will deliver on ballet to Barcelona or Madrid.
Okay, very nice. Next one.
For a contract term of a discount at least 2 years, we can offer you up 2.5%.
2.5%. 2.5%. Okay, next one.
In the attacks or price have been listed in quotation sheets. In quotation sheets columns according to your requirements.
Okay. Number 6.
If you have any further question, please let me know.
Okay, and number 7.
Number 7, we look forward to we look hearing from you. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
We look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay, but here in the last 7, we are looking forward. Okay, so I don't know why they didn't looking forward to hear you soon. Okay, so this is how usually how we we write an email. We are looking forward.
Nick, can I say something to you?
Yes.
I really sorry you, but I think I learned, but I don't have any development.
How do you think you don't have any development?
I mean my mistake, not you. My mistake.
Yes, but how you don't have development? You have development.
No,
What do you think?
I feel I'm very struggle to learn.
Yes, but this is the process. Okay, but you cannot you cannot listen. This is the process. Okay, so these topics are really hard, but this is the process. Okay, so this is something that okay, you cannot you can see your listen to me. You can see your process, for example, in 2 or 3 months. You cannot have process progress in 1 or 2 months. You cannot have a progress. For example, we are doing this complicated lesson only 1 month. Okay, so you cannot say that you don't have I can say that you have a progress, but you will see
the topic is too difficult.
yes, and this is the reason. This is the reason why I told you that we can do something.
We struggle 2 months, so I think if we can change, we only listen to video. You and me listen the same time, and we only listen to the video. What do you think?
To listen to video, I think that that will not you will not benefit if you are just listening to video. I think that you need to speak. This is the honest opinion. Okay, so my suggest, if you agreed, of course, my suggest is that we contact ThuyTT to give us easier material. Something that is easier. Okay, something that is related to economy, but that is easier. What do you think?
Let I think. Because so really I want to drop out.
Drop out? Why? Why you want to drop out?
Because I feel boring when I learn.
Yes, but this is you ask for this material. You ask for this material.
Yes, I say I did my mistake. I agree, but I want to develop my listening skill.
Listening skills, yes, but if you just listen material, if you just listen, okay, you need to speak. If you want to have development, okay, so you will understand what. But you know this already. You know.
I mean, for example, you and me listen, and after 3 or 4 times, you ask me what I'm hearing to the video like this. I want to that. Sorry,
yes, okay.
if I change on way. Sorry.
Yes. We can do like this if you want. But yes, but if you just listen, to this, okay, you will understand this. But you understand me. You understand me. You're listening. Okay, only thing that I think that you need to develop is your speaking skills and to expand your vocabulary. If you just listen, you will not have a progress. Okay, this is my opinion. If you just okay, listening and speaking is good, but if you just listen, that will be not so good. Okay.
Because I think many times to drop out.
No,
Sorry.
no, don't drop out. Don't drop out. Do not drop out. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, every time, for example, when we are speaking and we are doing our lesson, okay, so this is just the process. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so we can do on easier material. We can ask for VIP to give us easier material to something that is easy. If you just
I don't. No, I don't like. I know maybe from my mistake, not you. My personal.
Yes, but Anna, listen. If you just listen to something, okay, so you will not develop yourself. Okay, I think that you should, for example, you should. Okay, so you need to speak. If you just listen, if I ask you some questions, okay, look, if we are watching a video 3 or 4
yes.
times if we are watching the video. Okay, if I ask you the question, okay, but what happens? Okay, I can listen with video with you. This is okay. That is easier for me to do. This is easier. Okay, I can
Yes.
sit and listen like this and listen, and ask you the questions. But
Yes.
yes, but you will not have a progress. I don't want to shake your head. Okay, but
We
I'm
try. We try. We try.
okay. We can
Next.
try it.
Too much. Sorry. Sorry if I change many times. But
Yes.
sorry.
Okay, so we can try it. Okay, so okay, let's ask for material for VIP to give us material. We can listen this, but I think that it's better when you speak. If you listen for 3 or 4 classes, it's okay. But in my experience, you need to practice speaking. Yes.
I mean the we listen the video 3-4 times. You hear and my hear. If
Yes.
you ask me some question about topic of the video.
Yes.
And I answer.
Yes. Yes, but okay, we can try it. We can try it. Okay. Okay, so I will tell you can tell the supervisor, your supervisor, to give you material with audio, and we will listen. We will listen to this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. See you tomorrow.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
See you then.
Bye bye.